In this lecture, I am going to discuss about some problem related to transformation of independent variable. Let us consider first problem. In this problem, a triangular signal, or you can say a triangular pulse, has been given, and the signal crosses the time axis at the coordinate -1 and +1. And now the question is to draw x3t plus 2 and x minus 2t minus 1. Original signal xt is given, and you have to determine the characteristics of x3t plus 2 and x minus 2t minus 1. So how you will get the signal original, how you will get the transform signal from the original signal. So original signal is given. Original signal is a triangular pulse, and this pulse crosses the time axis at -1 and +1. This pulse crosses the time axis at +1 and -1. Suppose this is -1 and this one is +1, and amplitude of the signal is 1. Amplitude of the signal is given 1. Now, from this original signal, you have to draw x3t. How you will draw x3t from the original signal? Now, you have to draw x3t. So this is basically scaling. In this case, a is equal to 3, which is greater than 1. It means the resultant signal will be compressed, because here a is greater than 1. So this transformation compress the signal, and now the compressed signal crosses the time axis at 1 by a and -1 by a. Here a is 3, so original signal crosses the time axis at +1 and -1. This is original signal. This is original signal. Amplitude will be 1. Now, what will be the compressed signal? The coordinate for the compressed signal will be 1 by 3. 1 by a. Here a is 3. And -1 by 3. -1 by a means -1 by 3. But amplitude of the signal will be same, because this is a time scaling, not amplitude scaling. So original signal will be this. This is x3t. This signal is x3t. And this signal is xt. So in this way, you can scale the signal on time axis, or this is time scaling of the signal. So this is problem number 1. Now second problem is to draw x3t plus 2. Second question is to draw x3t plus 2. How you will draw x3t plus 2? So original signal xt is given. First, you can use time shifting. You can shift the signal in left direction by 2 unit. This is time shifting. And after time shifting, you can use time scaling. You can replace t by 3t. In this way, you can get x3t plus 2. So this is very easy. Original signal is original signal is crossing the time axis. Original signal crossing. This is the original signal xt, which crosses the time axis at 1 and -1. This is xt, which is given in the problem. And now you have to shift. You have to shift the signal on time axis by unit 2. This is time shifting. Now you are going to shift the signal by 2 unit in left direction because this sign is plus. So this coordinate will be 1 minus 2 because you are going to shift the signal by 2 unit in left direction. So you will subtract 2 here and you will subtract 2 here. So now the coordinate will be, shifted signal coordinate will be 1 minus 2, it will be -1. And -1 minus 2, it will be -3. It will be -3. So now the signal will exist in between -1 and -3. And now you have to compress the signal. You have to use time scaling. How you will use time scaling? Just the new signal, when you will replace t by 3t, the new coordinate will be -1 by 3. This is time scaling. The new coordinate will be -1 by and -3 by a. And a is here 3. So -3 by 3, it will be -1. So this is the x3 plus 2. This is x3t plus 2. So how you will get? First you will shift the signal and you can get xt plus 2. And after shifting, you can use time scaling. Time scaling is used here and time shifting is used here. In this way, you can get x3t plus 2. Similarly, the third question is determine x minus 2, x minus 2 minus 1. X minus 2 minus 1. How you will get? The original signal is xt. Original signal is xt, which is given in the problem. And you will first shift the signal in right direction by 1 unit. This is time shifting. Time shifting. This is time shifting. And after time shifting, what you will do? You can use time scaling now. Time scaling. Time scaling. And you will get, you can get x2 t minus 1 through time scaling. You can replace t by 2t. And now finally, you can use the transformation, time inversion or folding. You will have to replace t with minus 2t, t with minus t. So this 2t become minus 2t minus 1. This is time inversion. So this is very important problem in which you are analyzing all three transformation: time shifting, time scaling, time scaling, and time inversion or folding. So how you will get the signal? So now I am drawing this all process. I am going to show all of this process through signal. How you will do this? First, original signal is given. This is original signal. This is original signal. which is crosses time axis. This is original signal, and which crosses the time axis at -1 and +1. -1 and +1. This is original signal. This is time axis. Now you have to shift the signal by 1 unit in right direction. So this signal will be, now this one is xt -1 and t. Now you are going to shift the signal in right direction by 1 unit. So this coordinate will be 2 and this -1 will be 0. -1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. So this coordinate will be 2 and this coordinate will be, coordinate will be 0. So now the signal will be this. Now what you will have to do, time scaling. This t will be replaced by 2t. So this is time scaling. And now here a is greater than 2, a is 2, which is greater than 1. So this process will compress the signal. So what will you do? This coordinate will be 2 by a and this coordinate will be 0 by a. Here a is 2. So now 0 by 2 will be 0 and 2 by 2 will be 1. So this signal will now exist in between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. So this is x 2t minus 1. Now what will you do? What will you do in final step? You have to replace this t with minus t, which is time inversion. When you will do time inversion, then you will get mirror image of this signal. This one will be at -1. This 0 will be at 0. And you will get this signal. So this is x minus 2t minus 1. So in this way, from original signal, you can get modified signal. So first, you have to do time shifting. And this will shift the signal by 1 unit. You will get this signal. Then time scaling. T will be replaced by 2t. So the signal is compressed. This signal is existing in between 0 and 2. But this compressed signal will be existing in the range 0 and 1. And now you have to do time inversion or folding. Just t is replaced by minus t. You will get mirror image of this signal. So in this way, you can get x minus 2t minus 1. So this is all about the problem related to transformation. Similarly, there are various numerical examples. I will also give various numerical example in tutorial sheet. So you will solve, and this type of problem is very important for competitive examination and also your course examination. These all three problems are solved here in this PDF file, and this PDF file is also uploaded on LMS, so you can go through this PDF file to understand it more clearly. Now let us consider second problem. Here xn is given and you have to find out x2n. So you must remember this is unit step function, and I will discuss this function in next lecture. The value of this unit step will be 1 when n is greater than 0. This value will be equal to 1. So if xn is given and you have to obtain x2n, obviously this is a time scaling and signal will compress. And how you will get x2n? Xn is given, you should have to replace n by 2n. When you will write 2n in place of minus n, so 2n by 2 it will be minus n. This is minus n by 2. And now if you will replace n by 2n, this will be minus 2n by 2. So it will be minus n u2n. Or this signal is unit step signal. This is discrete signal. And when n will be greater than 0, equal to 0, so this function will be 1, and this the result will be e to the power minus n when n is greater than 0, because this is 1 for n greater than equal to 0, and this unit step function will be equal to 0 when n is less than 1. I will discuss, this is called singularity function. I will discuss 3 types of singularity function in next lecture. So if n is less than 1, so this term will be 0, 0 into something will always be 0. In this way you can get e to the power minus n by 2 un. Similarly, you can get xn square, just you have to replace n by n square. So in this way, you can solve the problem. In next lecture, I will discuss the problem related to energy and power signal.